Good evening to all of you. My name is Ritesh Patil. I am going to present the presentation topic on impact of JIT on performance and issues in implementation. First, we see the just in time. What is JIT? A philosophy of manufacturing based on planned elimination of waste and continuous improvement of productivity. JIT philosophy means getting a right quantity of goods at the And JIT philosophy means getting the right quantity of goods at the right place and at the right time. JIT exceeds the concept of inventory reduction. It is an all-encompassing philosophy geared to eliminate waste, anything that does not add value. A set of techniques to increase productivity, improve quality, and reduce cost of an operations. A management philosophy to promote elimination of waste and continuous enhancement of productivity. Then we see the history of just in time. JIT evolved in Japan after World War II as a result of their diminishing market share in the auto industry. First, in 1960s, developed as Toyota production system by Taichi Ono and his colleagues. Then, 1970s, US and European automakers began to apply JIT to improve quality and productivity. Then in 1990s and beyond, expanded the JIT concept to streamline all types of operations. Japanese manufacturers looked for a new way to gain the most efficient use of limited resources. They worked on optimal cost-quality relationship. Philosophy of just-in-time. JIT originated in Japan at Toyota Motor Corporation, fueled by a need to survive the devastation post WW2. JIT gained worldwide prominence in the 1970s, often termed lean producer or lean systems. Broad view that entire organization has the same goal to serve customers. JIT is built on simplicity. Simpler is better. Continuous improvement, often using Kaizen blitz. Visibility. All waste must be visible to be identified and eliminated. Flexibility to adapt to changes in environment. Minimizing waste. JIT manufacturing. What it is? It is management philosophy. Pull system through the plant. Hydraulic push system. What it does attack waste, exposes problems and bottlenecks, achieves streamlined production. What it requires? It requires employee participation, industrial engineering oblique basics, continuing improvement, total quality control, and small lot size. What it assumes? It assumes stable environment. Then we see the objectives of JIT. Produces only the products that customer wants. Produce products only at the rate of the customer wants them. Produce with perfect quality. Produce with minimum lead time. Produce products with only those features the customer wants. Produce with no waste of labor cost, material or equipment. Every moment must have a purpose so that there is zero idle inventory. Produce with methods that allow for development of people. Have only the required inventory when needed. Improve quality to zero defects. Reduce lead times by reducing setup times, queue lengths, and lot sizes. Accomplish the manufacturing of all things at minimum cost. Then we see the main elements of JIT manufacturing. Elimination of waste. Then enforce problem solving and flexible workflow. Continuous improvement means Kaizen. Focus on customer needs. People make JIT work. Total quality management. Parallel processing. Kanban production control. JIT purchasing. Reducing inventories. Working toward repetitive manufacturing. Respect for people. Simplification and visual control. Partnership with key suppliers. Then we see the JIT principles. Create flow production. One piece flow. Machines in order of processes. Small and inexpensive equipment. Use cell layout. Counterclockwise. Multi-process handling workers. Easy moving standing operations. Standard operations defined. Establishing timing. Rate at which the customer buys a product. Build full product. Use of Kanban system. Then we see the implementing JIT. There are some sequence of 7 steps. First, make quality improvements. Then reorganize workplace. Then reduce setup times. Then reduce lot sizes and lead times. Then implement layout changes. Then switch to full production and then develop relationship with suppliers. Then we see the companies that use JIT. There are so many companies that are using JIT planning. Any car, motorbike, or aircraft manufacturer use JIT. This means that the examples are countless. For example, Toyota, Dell, Harley-Davidson, Walmart, McDonald's, and Xerox. At the first slide, we see the Toyota manufacturing. First, they invent the JIT. Then we see the Toyota secrets of success with the help of JIT. Toyota secrets of success. There is no subtitle for direct observation. Then proposed changes should always be structured as experiments. Then workers and managers should experiment as frequently as possible. Then manager should coach, not fix. Then work shall be completely specified as to content, sequence, timing, and outcome. Then every customer and supplier connection must be direct. Product and service flows must be simple and direct. These are the secrets of Toyota company. Then we see the barriers in India for implementing JIT. First barrier comes to management. Management is cited a major attribute of lean barrier. If management has lack of focus for lean manufacturing, does not provide support to lean manufacturing activities, and does not have long-term vision, itself turn out to be a barrier in lean manufacturing implementation. Then conflicts with other programs are prominent barrier in lean manufacturing implementation. Then barriers comes to employee. Employee having a resistance to change major reason as having a fear of failure. Then lower confidence and laser capability to collaborate for common projects becomes big barrier in lean manufacturing implementation. Then barriers come to financial. Lean manufacturing many times does not produce any direct financial payback. Rather, it supports the process of identification and elimination of waste, hence reduction of cost. There are some potential problems at the time of implementing JIT. Applicable primary to repetitive operations. Then because of the requires discipline. Then based on cooperation and trust, and then requires change of philosophy. Then we see the conclusion. After all, I think that if the company wants to have a JIT concept, it does not mean that everything must be done very fast. The most important thing for the company is to have good organized resource allocation. Also, the management and employees must have on their mind that this concept can help the organization to solve many problems in logistics. It is true that implementation and development of JIT is expensive process, but if the company can manage with these difficulties, it is possible to achieve the high level of workflow. Thank you, sir.